The Mochua Print Friday Entertainment Rundown with IMC Cinemas. Thanks to Mochua Print and Design, Portlaoise and Newbridge. MochuaPrint.ie. Midlands 103.
Hi Carl, here's what's been happening in the world of music. The news is out. Sabrina Carpenter is coming to Ireland. Following a tease on Wednesday evening, the Tree Arena have confirmed the pop sensation will be bringing her short and sweet tour to Dublin in March 2025. Adele is planning a big break after her upcoming gigs in Germany and is even eyeing up a career change. The singer, or maybe soon-to-be former singer, says she absolutely hates being famous and wishes she could return to being unknown. She also wants to explore different avenues, presumably incognito. I don't have any plans for new music at all, she says. I want a big break after this and I think I want to do other creative things just for a little while.
Well, thank you, Michael, for the first update on this Friday. Actually, hold on a second.
Yes.
It's a little cold and a tiny bit noisy. Will I switch off the aircon?
If you want.
Well, no, it is like...
You sound like you're scheming or something.
No, I'm nothing planned. No. Thank you for that update. You do have IMC Cinema tickets, and you mentioned we talked about this question before we kicked off the show today. It's a good old question, isn't it?
Yeah. So one lucky listener has a chance to win a night at the movies for two. All you have to do is text in telling us the last movie you walked out of or just stopped watching.
Yeah, so you turned it off. If you weren't in the cinema, if you were in the cinema, you walked out of the cinema. Yeah. If it was somewhere else, you turned it off, you stopped watching. I like to think, and I think for me, it's the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of mine. It was back in college. I remember walking out. I think it might have been a horror movie. I think
definitely.
I can't really remember the name.
Horror movies.
I must go digging and see if I can actually find out what movie it was. And I do like horror movies, but I do remember walking out somewhere halfway in the middle. I think somewhere, but.
Tell us what the one was for you. Text or WhatsApp at 08330 10 103 and stick your name and location on. There is a competition. As always, Michael will give people a good old length on this till 2 o'clock.
Yes.
And then we will, from all the correct entries, pick someone out and give them IMC Cinema tickets. It's a fair old deal, isn't it?
Yeah, on a Friday like this.
Absolutely. Now, what are you back in studio next? Start to tell us all things.
Series of movies.
Brilliant. See you then.
The Mochua Print Friday Entertainment Rundown with IMC Cinemas. Thanks to Mochua Print and Design, Portlaoise and Newbridge. MochuaPrint.ie. Midlands 103.
Carl, it's time to update your watch list with these series and movies. Ralph Macchio says he's not closing the book on Cobra Kai as the 6th and final season of the show starts to air. The Karate Kid actor has led the Netflix series since 2018 alongside his co-star from the original film, William Zabka. Ralph recently shot a new movie in the Karate Kid franchise with Jackie Chan and says he's very excited. Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1 released on Netflix yesterday, with Part 2 coming on the 28th of November and Part 3 in 2025. Irish actor Andrew Scott has been nominated for an Emmy for his leading role in the Netflix series Ripley. The Dubliner plays the main character Tom Ripley in the stylish adaptation of Patricia Highsmith's 1955 novel, The Talented Mr. Ripley. He's up against the likes of Baby Reindeer creator Richard Gadd and Fargo's John Hamm in the Best Actor in a Limited or Anthology Series or a TV Movie category. It's his second Emmy nomination after getting a nod for his role in an episode of Black Mirror in 2020. Madonna's biopic might be back in the works. The singer posted a slideshow on Instagram showing her making edits to a script now titled Who's That Girl?, a nod to her 1987 film and song of the same name. It comes after the project that would see Julia Garner play the artist was paused indefinitely.
Thanks a lot for that, Michael. And just to remind people once again, what was our question for the IMC Cinema tickets?
Yes, so we want you to text in what was the last film you walked out of or stopped watching.
Hang on a second, I'm just going to stop my mouth. Here on the screen of text and WhatsApp. My wife and I switched off Meg 2 with Jason Statham. The first one was bad enough. This was just dire. That's from Mike. Thank you, Mike. And here's another one. The Exorcist in Hammersmith, London, back in 1976.
Wow.
That's
great.
Phil. Good you can remember it, Phil. And finally, the whole movie. That's the name of the movie. In 2009, Louise is in Rochester Bridge in County Westmeath.
Okay.
So look.
76.
Gee.
I couldn't think of my one from the cinema earlier, but I did.
Yes.
I did watch one on it might have been Prime or something late last year. The Pope's Exorcist.
Oh yeah, I saw that advertised.
Russell Crowe. I wasn't the
not
biggest
great.
fan.
He can make some unusual things sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, look, the lines are still open on this, aren't they, Michael?
Yes, they are.
You're back next hour with all things cinema, what's big in IMC Cinemas across the Midlands, and you'll have a winner of IMC Cinema tickets.
Absolutely.
That could be you. If you haven't entered, just go on, tell us the last movie you walked out on or switched off at home. We'll leave the lines open till 2.
The Mochua Print Friday Entertainment Rundown with IMC Cinemas. Thanks to Mochua Print and Design, Portlaoise and Newbridge. MochuaPrint.ie. Midlands 103.
Carl, it's time for all things cinema news, and this is with thanks to IMC Cinemas. This week's new releases are Twisters, Thelma, and Deadpool and Wolverine. Twisters stars Golden Globe nominee Daisy Edgar-Jones and Glenn Powell as opposing forces who come together to try to predict and possibly tame the immense power of tornadoes. As storm season intensifies, terrifying phenomena never seen before are unleashed. This is screening in all 4 cinemas in Athlone, Mullingar, Thurles and Tullamore. Next up is Thelma. When 93-year-old Thelma Post gets duped by a phone scammer pretending to be her grandson, she sets out on a treacherous quest across the city to reclaim what was taken from her. This movie is screening in all 4 cinemas. Last but certainly not least, we have Deadpool and Wolverine. When a powerful artifact falls into the hands of a dangerous organisation, the wisecracking mercenary Deadpool and the gruff mutant Wolverine must join forces to stop them, bringing together 2 of Marvel's most beloved anti-heroes. This film is set for release in all 4 cinemas with preview screenings on July 25th. Experience it in the Lux screens in Athlone and Mullingar. Lux screens feature deluxe recliner seats and a state-of-the-art sound system for the ultimate cinema experience. For more information, check out Midlands103.com, and this is with thanks to IMC Cinemas.
Good man, Michael. Thanks a lot for all the updates right throughout the show today. We had loads of entries as well since you left last hour on the movie people might have turned off or people might have left the cinema for as well. And it's, it's a matter of opinion too. Because you like a certain type of movie, another person might hate that movie.
Oh, well, that's it, yeah. Some person's favoured and is another person's worst, you know what I mean? And
our winner, though, is, let me see, do I have it here? It's a movie called The Hole. It's from Louise and Rochester Bridge. This movie's about at least 20-something years old. It's kind of a horror movie. I looked it up briefly, and it's about a group of people being locked in a bomb bunker.
Oh.
So that's what it's about.
I can't say I've heard of it.
No, I can't say I've heard of it. But anyway, Louise probably barely remember because she did stop watching it. But anyway, it gets you IMC cinema tickets today, Louise. And as we say to anyone that wins, do let us know what you go to the cinema and see, and tell us did you enjoy it or not. We'd like that as well. Michael, thanks a million.
Not at all. See you next week.
Anything big planned for the weekend?
No, all quiet now, all quiet.
I know our own Shannon from the station, she's heading to Forest.
Yes, she is. Yeah, she's heading off soon, actually.
So we might get some snaps and just stories up on our socials.
I'd say there's a lot of excited festival goers on the way down there now at the moment.
And fingers crossed the weather stays a bit better than I was mentioning earlier. But if it's warm and rains, it's not as bad as when it's cold and rains.
Yeah.
Isn't that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Have a great weekend, Michael.
You too.
The Mochua Print Friday Entertainment Rundown with Mochua Print and Design. Unlock the power of print with our team of skilled designers who transform ideas into stunning visuals, making your message pop off the page. MochuaPrint.ie, Midlands.